Alright, today we're changing our rear brakes. We've already jacked the truck up and put it on the stands. Here we are from the front. We're going to start with this tire and we'll see how it goes. Alright, so we pulled the wheel off. We did use the spanner wrench to get it off easier before using the drill. We're going to remove this bolt and this bolt down here, and then this is going to come off, and then that's where we'll go. The discs look okay, no major scoring. Should be okay for this round. So now we've removed the pad holder. There's your piston. And what you want to do is rest this, because that's held on by a hose and that's got all your brake fluid. So if you let that dangle, it will come off and then you will be stuck replacing that. These pads come out fairly simple. It should just pop right out. Okay, take that back. So usually you're going to replace these. These come in the pack, but for some reason my pack, when I bought it, they were either lost or I lost them. So either way, we probably could use a new rotor replacement. There's a little bit of a gap there, but it's not terrible. Really what we're looking for when you hear squealing is this part right here is starting to rub on the disc. There's no major scoring on this side, but the other side was starting to squeak. So we're gonna go to the pack of the brakes now. Here's the old ones, and here are the new ones. So as you can see, here are the old and here are the new. So what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to clamp that right there, your piston. We're gonna have to push that back to fit the new pads in. So what we're gonna do, because we're cheap, instead of buying a brake spreader, is we're gonna just use the wood press, and that's basically gonna hold it back for us and push the piston back to where we need it to go. So we're gonna start there. And then that should be an easy fix. We're gonna take this, hold it here, because again, we don't want to lose it. See how this is wide enough. And that's what we're gonna do. Alright, so this is what the piston looks like now. I'm gonna go see if I have some brake cleaner, and I'm just gonna spray these down a little bit before I put the new pads on. But the new pads will just slide in right here. They'll fit in the same place, and then the piston caliper will go back over, we'll secure it, and then lock it all back up and put the wheel back on. Alright, so I did have some brake cleaner laying around, so that works out. We're gonna go ahead and put this brake pad with the pin back in on the same side. Since it came out on the inside rear, we're gonna go ahead and just put it there. That's how it came from the factory. Still had the factory brakes on this thing, so that's what we'll do now. Okay, we're gonna spray here, clean some of this off hopefully, and then get some of this crud off of these pads that have been sitting around for a while. That's pretty much it for this side. We're gonna go do the exact same thing on the other side. The one thing I'm going to do quickly, clean off these drums a little bit, is I'm going to go in and step on the brakes, kind of as a way to reset the brakes. But also, I've noticed that when I've done it in the past, oil will come up from here, from the brake areas, and I think it's because I failed to reset the brakes when I've done the front tire. So I've done it in the past. What I'm trying to say is I've done the front tire one side first and then the second side, and each time I've pushed the calipers together and left them compressed at the same time. Can enter intake, and basically it's caused brake fluid to come up from here. So I've had to replace the brake fluid in the past, so trying that today, see if that'll change anything. Gonna time lapse the next tire, because next brake pads, because it's the same exact process. But all right. Alright, so last time I was at the dealership, they told me I had a leaky wheel axle seal. Didn't know entirely what that was, and I'm seeing there's a lot of grease around here, grease around the brakes. I don't like that. They told me that's going to be a good chunk of change, about 500, so I'm probably going to have to go have that done. I don't mess with that stuff because, well, I just don't have the tools or the time. But we'll get that taken care of. Anyway, rest of it looked good. Gonna put the wheel back on now and then be done. Alright, we're done. Hope you liked the video. I'm gonna just tighten this on with the spanner wrench now because my torque wrench isn't for wheels. That's about it. Thanks again. See you later.